Alright, chat. I think it's time. Is it time for the Kazuha quest? Because I think it might fucking be.
Paimon coming in.
Shut up, Paimon. Shut up, Paimon. Oh, fuck yes. Come on, Kazuha. YouTube, welcome in to the Kazuha story quest. Ace of Palmatum. Chapter Act 1. Hopefully this is going to be pretty straightforward to begin, and we can get right into this. I have no idea what's coming. Now, I did have a prediction a long time ago when I was just theory crafting my fucking ass off in a stream. Saying that I would have loved if Mona was the one to help Kazuha track down Skara, because after the Iridori Festival, we found out his connections. It brought me back to the cutscene that I saw with Mona getting away from Skara as well. And then I found out last night that apparently you have to complete Mona's story quest to be able to do this. So I'm very excited to see if my theory is true, because that'd be kind of sick.
It's been a while since we first set foot on Inazuma.
It has. A long time.
Many things have happened since then.
As if in the blink of an eye, there have been many memorable events.
Yeah, we've definitely made some progress on our journey. So, where should we go today?
Sumeru. Wait a moment. Oh, please. Oh, please.
Huh? What's up?
Oh, shit. Never mind. Be careful, someone's coming. I thought this was Kazu. What the fuck?
Hey! What the heck was that for?
Sudden attacker.
Doesn't want to talk, huh? Alright, let's convince him to calm down a little.
Yeah, motherfucker. Aye! Come over here.
Huh? So you don't have a vision after all?
What? Who are you?
Seems like I've mistaken you for someone else.
Who are you?
At the very least, you should make sure you've got the right person before you go attacking them.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
Tell him.
Wait! Even when you've got the right person, you shouldn't go attacking them out of the blue. It's dangerous.
Paimon, we always do that.
Have you ever met someone by the name of Kazuha?
Yes.
He carries a sword just like you. I've also heard that he possesses an animo vision.
Why are you looking for him?
That's none of your business.
Well, it is, if you're asking where he is.
Never mind. You don't look like you know anything anyway. I'm wasting my time.
Rude. I'm actually really smart. Fuck you.
What the heck is this guy's problem? Coming around here, waving that weird sword in our faces, and he didn't even apologize.
Yeah.
Seems like a real nutcase.
I agree.
But one thing's for sure, no way are we telling him anything about Kazuha.
I couldn't agree more. Very smart for once.
Hey, don't be mean. I'm smart lots of the time.
Well.
Anyway, just to be on the safe side, we should go find Kazuha right away and tell him to watch his back.
Actually, I have a hunch.
Oh? What kind of hunch?
I think this guy may have a special connection to Kazuha.
A special connection? You mean beyond already knowing each other?
I can't say for sure, but I feel like their fighting styles are kind of similar. How fucking gigabrain are you? How would you be able to tell that? Okay.
Yeah, maybe a little. But then again, most people look pretty much the same once they start fighting, so that doesn't really prove anything.
True.
Anyway, there's no time to lose. Let's go tell Kazuha so we won't get into any danger. Paimon heard that the Crux fleet is stocking up in Rito at the moment. Let's look for him there.
Ah. A strange and friendless road. Oh, I'll be Kazuha's friend. Besties. Hey, bestie. I love you, bestie. I mean, what? Kazu's just too strong. Time to go. Oh my god, I have him, chat. I have Kazuha now. I'm so fucking happy. I can't believe it. Look how cute he is. Look at his little smile. Oh, I love him. I love him. I love him. Okay, ciao. Hello.
Hey, hello. Do you know where Kazuha is?
You're looking for Kazuha too, huh? Guess he must have done something impressive after all.
Two?
Well, we took the small vessels into Rito on a routine supply run, only this time, as soon as we entered the harbor, we ran into a huge crowd of Inazumans, all of them wanting to know about Kazuha.
Interesting.
It's because of that battle on Nizuchi Beach. Captain Beto had a great run there too, but I don't see her getting this kind of attention. Kazuha keeps to himself most of the time. In fact, there are times when he doesn't even listen to the captain, but she just laughs it off.
Huh.
Oh, so you still don't know what he did.
Okay.
I've heard bits and pieces. something about him blocking the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi.
Only in one of the best cutscenes in the entire video game, Chow. Or Cow.
Is it
really
Chow?
Chow?
As big a deal as everyone's making it out to be?
Yes, it's a huge fucking deal. It was so sick. I guess you had to be there. You could compare it to the technique Beidou used to strike down Haishan.
Really? Wow. When you put it like that, it all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, his newfound stardom is well deserved.
Hell yeah, it is.
He was called away earlier by some people from the Tenryou Commission. They said they had something important to discuss with him. I thought they'd come to arrest him at first. Turns out they couldn't have been friendlier to him. Seems like they really respect the guy.
Everybody does.
Just a little while ago, this would have been completely unimaginable.
The Shogunate probably wants to show some goodwill. After all, the Raiden Shogun's mindset has changed.
Thank you. Guess we'll go pay a visit to the Tenryou Commission.
All right, then. I'll just stay here and carry on trying to fend off the crowd.
Okay. Ciao, ciao. Mm-hmm. Oh god, it feels weird to be back here again.
It's you.
Hello! My boy.
Greetings. We were just discussing the repealing of the Vision Hunt decree. Since you're here, you're very welcome to listen in on the conversation.
Huh.
We invited Mr. Kaidahara here to extend a gesture of goodwill on behalf of the Shogunate. Your hard work has secured for us the agreeable state of affairs that we now enjoy. Also, I've been granted the chance to correct my clan's past mistakes, and for that, I'm deeply grateful. The Almighty Shogun has issued a large array of directives aimed at resolving, or at least easing, the tensions that have built up over the years. The Tri-Commission has made the recommendation to use this opportunity to restore the honor of the Kaidahara name. Regarding the history of the Kaidahara clan, I trust that you're already somewhat informed?
I've heard a thing or two.
In short,
Iridori Festival was great.
a group of select bladesmiths who served the Shogun directly, responsible for upholding and further developing the traditional blade forging arts of the Almighty Shogun.
Ooh.
The Kaidahara clan belonged to this class.
I wonder if the other dude is from the
But there
Kaidahara
came
clan
a time
then.
when some of these bladesmiths revolted and fled to Snezhnaya. Both the Kaidahara and Kamisato clans were held accountable for lax oversight and entered a period of great turmoil. We later learned that the whole misadventure had been secretly orchestrated by the Fatui. Attributing all of the blame to the Kamisato and Kaidahara clans was neither proper nor just.
Of course.
Considering Mr. Kaidahara has once more made an outstanding contribution to Inazuma, the Almighty Shogun believes he should not only be rewarded for his achievements, but also receive recompense for the excessive punishment borne by his clan in the past.
Wow,
In
okay.
the interest of preventing further harassment of the Bladesmith clans by the Fatui, we chose not to publicly release the findings of our investigations into these matters. We trust you can understand why this was necessary.
Yeah.
This is a true honor. I am delighted to be in a position to receive the goodwill of the Almighty Shogun, and the Shogunate at large.
Oh, bless.
However, would I be correct to assume that this magnanimous gesture does not come without some strings attached?
Uh-oh.
I can assure you that nothing could be further from the truth. We seek only to correct a past injustice. With the Kaidahara clan's reputation and occupation restored, the Kaidaharas will be bladesmiths once more, and your wanderings will finally come to an end. You will be able to lead a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City with the Almighty Shogun's blessing and full support of the Shogunate.
But he doesn't... I don't think he wants to live a safe and prosperous life in Inazuma City. I think that's the problem. Doesn't he want to travel?
I have grown accustomed to life among the elements.
Yeah.
I fear I would no longer feel at home behind the tall walls of a stately abode. Yet my ancestors did indeed take great pride in the name of Kaidahara, and the art of blade making for which it stood. I do have a responsibility to restore their honor.
I sense some hesitation in your words. Should you accept this offer, I imagine many of the malicious rumors currently circulating through the populace will disappear.
Okay, that's not a reason to take the offer.
Rumors? All we heard on the way here was so much praise that we almost wondered whether there was another Kaidahara Kazuha in town.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to some, the Muso no Hitotachi is something that can never be defeated. They cannot accept the idea that Mr. Kaidahara really parried the Shogun's strike.
What do they believe, then?
Also, eyewitnesses saw him using the power of Electro in addition to that of Animo. As a result, the falsehood that Kaidahara Kazuha was using a delusion began to spread.
Oh.
No. This puzzles me as much as it does you. My fighting forms were taught to me by my family, based on techniques originally developed for blade testing. We undergo rigorous training to standardize every motion the blade is put through, so that each can be fairly assessed for quality. Over time, these techniques came to form something of a Kaedehara sword art, focused on blade testing, but with a full repertoire of combat forms. Those forms are quite different from the more practical ones typically used by samurai in battle. So it's hard to imagine that the similarity you speak of was coincidence alone.
Interesting. So
All the
maybe
more
they
reason to
do have
watch your back.
connections.
This guy was a serious nutcase.
Oh god.
Indeed. He sounds highly aggressive. Anyone he targets is at risk of serious injury.
He's
worse.
He's probably going to be the one that Kazuha duels that we saw before, but I'm curious as to why the Traveler was standing next to the other one and not Kazuha.
In that case, I will send some men out immediately to search for him.
Thank you. I must say I am now very curious about this matter, and I will also need some time to consider your offer.
Understandably so.
I will first join the Traveler in investigating the one who attacked him, then give you a conclusive answer upon my return.
Very well. Please stay safe.
Come on.
Shit.
Let's go and track down your aggressor.
Okay. Oh, this is weird, dude. I don't know how I feel about it now.
The detective agency knows the most about what goes on in town. Let's see what Ryuji has to say.
Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. It feels odd. He is an aggressor, but at the same time, it feels like something's amiss, you know? Is that just me? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm overthinking. I tend to do that. Okay, Ryuji, talk to me. Let's do this shit.
Hey there, we'd like to ask you a quick question. Do you know if anyone around here has been looking for him? For Kaedehara Kazuha, we mean.
Aha! So this is the renowned Mr. Kaedehara.
It is.
I've heard a lot about you. It is an honor to finally meet you today.
You are too kind. We are currently investigating an assault and would appreciate any help you can offer.
Oh? You were targeted in an assault?
Kinda. Well,
Let
we
me
were.
think. I can't seem to recall anything of immediate interest. Mr. Kaedehara is currently the talk of the town, so there are always a lot of people looking for him. To be honest with you, our detective agency has recently been receiving many inquiries from people wishing to obtain Mr. Kaedehara's personal information. Some of them were offering us millions of mora just to gather the information they want. If these were more legitimate commissions, Sango would have snapped them up in an instant.
Millions of mora? Whoa. Oh, wait, even at that price, you probably still shouldn't.
Well, it's a lot of more.
Accept my thanks for looking out for my privacy.
Of course. No matter what, we only take on legitimate cases. We don't make our money by revealing details of other people's day-to-day life just for the sake of it.
That's fair.
Sorry, I got a little off topic. What I'm really trying to say is, it doesn't surprise me that a complete stranger is looking for Mr. Kaedehara. But I wouldn't know where to begin if we want to connect this with an assault.
Then let's put that connection aside for now. Have there been any other attacks or similar incidents recently that
That's a good
stand out
question.
as particularly unusual?
Good
The
question.
Tenryou Commission had very few leads. I thought you might have some information from different sources.
It's true that the commissioners aren't clued up about every little thing that goes on out in the streets. But typically, it's only the most trivial events that manage to escape their attention. If anyone had been out there attacking people, that would be assault, in which case the Tenryou Commission would absolutely get involved.
That does make sense. Uh-oh. Looks like the trail's already run cold.
A
I still
little.
find it difficult to believe that whoever attacked you hasn't been causing any trouble elsewhere. Few people possess your prowess in battle. So unless you were the first person he targeted, someone is certain to have been hurt by now.
Is this your way of giving praise? It was also not easy for me to fight him off. Nah, the praise. It was kind of easy.
I am well aware of your talents. There is no need to be humble around me. In fact, I'm quite relieved that you were the one he targeted. It
Damn.
would cause me great grief to see someone become critically injured or lose their life because of me.
Jesus. Well, that
For the
ain't gonna
poor
happen.
victim, this would be a completely senseless crime.
Don't worry, we'll find him.
It
Solid.
seems you are every bit the selfless hero they make you out to be, Mr. Kaedehara. Surely this same concern for your fellow man is what drove you to fearlessly raise your blade against the almighty Shogun.
You flatter me. Truth be told, I don't know quite what came over me in that moment.
You are much too humble. Don't worry, I completely understand your concerns. I will try my best to gather whatever leads I can for you. Actually, there was one strange incident over the last few days. It doesn't involve an attack, though.
What is it?
Let me tell you about it just in case.
Sure. During times like this, the more information we have, the better.
All right, then. Recently, 2 people went missing from the city at around the same time.
And you don't think that connected? What?
One of them is a pretty well-known collector, surnamed Nagato. The other, Amenoma Yuya, is a samurai from the Amenoma clan.
Amenoma. Now there's a familiar name.
Right. Yuya is the nephew of Amenoma Togo, the owner of Amenoma Smithy.
I was gonna say, isn't that what the blade's called?
2 grown men going missing at the same time. Their cases are likely connected, but I don't know much in the way of details. I recalled this because Amenoma Yuya is also an accomplished martial artist who is skilled with the blade. Perhaps he is the one you are looking for.
Understood, though it seems highly unlikely to me. I neither know this man, nor do I have any idea why he may wish to attack me.
Let's consider this a favor to Ryuji. We'll investigate both incidents at the same time.
Sure, can't hurt. We never know what we might find out along the way.
True.
Thank you, Ryuji. We'll start by making some inquiries at the Amenoma Smithy.
Sounds good. All the best with your investigation.
Something...
I'll get moving shortly myself.
It's just weird. There's a lot of things that are just not connected right now that I'm going to assume are going to connect up eventually.
Time to go.
Let's have a look. Amenoma Togo. Togo.
Ah, if it isn't Kaedehara Kazuha.
Yes, it indeed.
What brings you here today?
Huh? You 2 know each other?
I'm sure they know all the, like, smithies, right?
Yes. The Kaedehara and Amenoma clans were both members of the Raiden Gokaden. Historically, there have always been deep links between the 2 clans.
Hell yeah.
After I returned to Inazuma, I visited Mr. Amenoma to pay my respects.
I see.
Yes. You may recall the story of the Raiden Gokaden from the Iridori Festival.
Yep, I do.
So all bladesmiths trace their craft back to the same source. Over time, each of us has arrived at a different blade-making philosophy, spawning the development of different branches of the same art. As an example, the Amenoma art strives to emulate the abiding patience and determination of water as it turns stone to sand.
Damn, okay.
There is nothing mystical to our work. There is only practice, day in and day out, until both body and mind have memorized the craft, turning each motion of every technique into an intrinsic part of the bladesmith's life. As for the art of the Kaedehara clan, I believe it's called the Ishin art.
Oh,
That's right.
yeah, I remember that.
Ishin art strives for complete harmony between blade and mind from the moment that forging begins. For only a blade thus forged can capture and convey its maker's thoughts and feelings, and eventually become an extension of its wielder's will.
Indeed. Most samurai choose their blades, but an Ishin blade chooses its owner.
Okay, this is sounding very
You
Sekiro.
are, without a doubt, the most worthy wielder of an Ishin blade.
Hell yeah.
It gladdens my heart to see that although the Kaedehara clan has fallen on hard times, its ideals and virtues are alive and well.
Fuck yes.
You overestimate me.
What?
My actions are guided by my own personal sentiments, not by any noble aspirations on behalf of my clan. But let's get back on topic. The purpose of our visit today is to gather some information on your missing nephew. We hope to assist with the investigation. It may turn out that this case is connected to another we are pursuing.
What should be like, wait, my nephew's missing?
Yes. My nephew. I reported the case to the Tenryo Commission, but I haven't heard anything back so far.
Well, that's
He
not
didn't
fucking
say
good.
a word before he left. which is very unlike him. I'm still completely at a loss on what to make of it, but I've done what I can so far. Worrying is futile.
True.
All I can do now is wait for the news from the Tenryou Commission.
See, people say that all the time. Worrying is futile, which it is. Worrying pretty much never does anything good, but that doesn't mean you just stop worrying because you know it's useless to worry. Like, I always fucking worry still.
We heard that there was a collector involved in the disappearance too. Know anything about that?
Yes. On the morning that Yuya went missing, he gave me a very cryptic look and said that he was going to give me a great gift.
Oh?
I believe he went to collect the item from Mr. Nagato after that. The next thing I heard was that a fire had broken out at the warehouse. And neither of them came back.
A fire?
Yes. Strange, isn't it? I wonder what could have caused it. Unfortunately, there was very little evidence left behind, so nobody knows what really happened.
Do you have any thoughts on what Yuya may have wanted to give you?
A new
If I had to guess, it must have been some kind of rare weapon. Otherwise, there would have been no reason for him to get my hopes up.
Uh-oh.
He's never been particularly interested in blade forging, but has always had a fondness for blade testing, and can sense even the most minute differences in blade quality.
This is what's interested me about this quest so far. It's started off very fucking slow, I will say that, but we already know it's going to be about a lot to do with the sword that we saw in the 2.8 livestream trailer. But the other dude also seemed to have a sword. Maybe the same sword, maybe a different sword, but it's still fucking interesting. Still very interesting.
He is extraordinarily talented in martial arts, particularly when it comes to the art of the sword.
Truth be told, we have some information that you may find to be objectionable. The person we are looking for, he attacked this friend of mine.
Yeah, me.
Based on the evidence we have gathered so far, only Yuya seems to match the suspect's profile.
What? No.
Oh,
Absolutely
shit.
impossible. Yuya is not that kind of person. He is humble and kind. Even his training is done with the goal of calming his mind. He has never gotten into a fight before.
Do you think the sword is taking over the mines?
Is that so?
Yes. If there's one thing I can say for certain, it's that Yuya would never draw his blade without a very good reason. But, with that said, it's equally out of character for him to just disappear with neither farewell nor fair warning. I also cannot know what course of action he might be capable of if coerced or otherwise compelled by circumstances unbeknownst to me. Anyway, should you find him, please let me know as soon as possible.
Don't worry, you have our word.
Interesting.
From the sound of that, Paimon doesn't think Yuya was the one who attacked us as well.
We still need to get the info from the Nagato family.
Yes. It sounds as if something happened when the two men met each other. Let's pay a visit to the Nagato household.
Very odd, very strange, very fucking sussy abaka. Sussy abaka indeed. Go!
I'm very sorry, but we cannot afford to pay what we owe right now. My husband has gone missing, and I'm still trying to find him.
I'm not here to collect money, dude.
No, you misunderstand us. We are here to help with the investigation. We'd like to ask you some questions about Mr. Nagato's disappearance, if we may.
Ah, I see. I thought the debt collectors had come to visit again. I'm sorry you have to see me in this dreadful state. Has some new information come out? Do you know where he's gone?
Not really.
I'm afraid we don't have any new information at the moment. We're still trying to find out as much as we can to inform our search. With this in mind, can we perhaps ask some questions about your family's current situation?
For example, Paimon's struggling to understand why a collector would be strapped for Mora.
True.
That's a long story. Ever since I've known him, he's been an avid collector of all sorts of things.
But not Mora.
He'd always get so animated when he was showing them to me. I knew nothing about the items myself, but seeing how enthusiastic and excited they made him. I was happy to believe that they were just extremely important to him.
Oh, that's really
Everything was
cute.
fine when we first got married, but as time went by, things changed for the worse.
That's cute.
Oh, what happened?
Very sad, but cute.
He lost his sense of restraint.
Unless they're
He
NFTs.
started buying more and more things, and even resorted to borrowing money just so he could pay for them.
Oh god, he
Our
got addicted.
expenses really spiraled out of control when he started getting interested in weapons. It was awful. There were days when he'd spend hours down at the warehouse, admiring his weapons even as debt collectors were descending upon our house.
Jesus.
He wouldn't sell them, wouldn't even touch them. Just sat there staring at them like he was in a trance. I'm happy he has a hobby, and I'm willing to support him. But making ends meet has to come first.
Yeah, it does.
I've tried talking to him about it so many times, but he never listens.
Spend responsibly. This is a lesson. Spend responsibly. Only spend what you have extra. Disposable income, not like rent money and shit. That's when you become stupid. You do not spend money that you have to spend on other things. Other things always come first.
On the last day that I saw him, I gave him an ultimatum. I said, if he refused to sell his collectibles and pay off his debts, I would divorce him and take the children with me.
Wow.
Whoa!
I mean, it's understandable,
And
though.
that led to an argument.
Of course.
Actually, it didn't.
Oh.
Generally, he's a quiet man who likes to go with the flow. On most things, he leaves the decision-making to me. You must understand, I never would have dreamed of threatening him with divorce if the debts hadn't pushed our family to the brink. After I said those words, he froze and was silent for a long time.
Oh, wow.
When he finally spoke, he awkwardly mumbled that he would pick out a few items to sell.
Wow.
His voice was so meek and pitiful that I felt an urge to take everything back. But then what? If I didn't draw the line, what would happen to our family?
You did the right thing. It's important to set boundaries. It's true. I mean, otherwise they were going to go down completely to the bottom of the barrel and have nothing left at all. What would they do without a home when they have a child and a marriage, dude? Like, fuck that.
Had I not indulged his bad habits, we wouldn't have found ourselves in such a predicament. And I also don't know if he had actually come to his senses, or if he was simply angry with me. The next thing I heard was that our warehouse had caught fire, and both he and the buyer had gone missing.
Oh, wow.
I see.
And the
I understand. Ame no Mayuya came to purchase a weapon from Mr. Nagato. During the sale, a fire broke out at the warehouse, and both men disappeared.
The sword is possessed with a fire demon.
At first, I assumed they must have gotten into an argument over the price.
Right?
But my husband has never been one to negotiate. He never even haggles when he's out buying groceries, so it's hard to imagine him getting into a fierce argument.
True. Very odd.
Maybe he was feeling the pressure from the debts?
I don't know. He just disappeared after the warehouse burned down. Perhaps he's too afraid to come home now that all his collectibles have been lost in the fire, and he's got no way to pay off our debts. Even though I'm still a little mad at him, we're a family, and I want us to face our family's crisis together. As long as he's willing to turn over a new leaf, I know we can work things out.
Please don't get upset.
That's so
There could
cute,
be more
dude.
to this situation than meets the eye. If collecting things is a habit that Mr. Nagato had his whole life, it is quite unusual for this habit to change so drastically over a short period. But the information we gathered from the other side suggests Ame no Mayuya is also a mild-mannered man who would not be likely to start an argument. This situation is getting a little confusing.
A little confusing? More like completely mystifying.
It is very odd. Very odd.
Let's try a change of scenery.
Okay.
And see if we can piece together what we've learned. Rest assured, we'll notify you if we find anything.
Thank you so much. I just want him to come home.
Yeah, I feel that. We're gonna have to look for him, though, and figure shit out, because it makes no fucking sense right now. None. No sense at all.
Based on the information we've gathered so far, I can only surmise that the sales meeting between the two men was somehow the catalyst for their disappearance.
It's clear the sword is the
fire
issue.
at the warehouse likely played a part in how the situation
I
unfolded.
think.
Though its exact role is a mystery. Do you have any thoughts?
No thoughts, head empty.
Well, Paimon was thinking that maybe someone accidentally knocked over an oil lamp and, nope,
Yep.
never mind.
Yep, never mind.
Paimon's brain needs to rest for a while. Over to you.
They must have had an argument during the sale. Perhaps the fire was deliberately used to hide the truth. We're still missing crucial information.
Right. I very much agree with you. It seems highly likely that we're missing a piece of the puzzle.
The sword, I think.
Working off what we know so far, there are too many things that don't add up. The chances are that there are still some clues left for us to discover. One fact that I keep coming back to is that Amenoma Yuya is polite and well-mannered, while Mr. Nagato is introverted and passive. Neither seems like the type of person who is inclined towards initiating conflict.
The cursed
Mr. Nagato,
sword.
being heavily in debt, is also the only one of them with the potential motive to disappear after the fire.
True.
The more I ponder it, the more puzzling it becomes. Just what could have happened there?
This also doesn't seem connected to the case of the attacker.
Right. Although the time frame seems to broadly match, no other details that we've learned seem to link the two events together. Amenoma Yuya lacks a key distinguishing feature of the attacker, namely that he is principally a practitioner of the blade testing techniques of Amenoma art, not those of the combat-oriented Ishin art.
Darn! We thought we could get two birds with one stone here, but at this rate, it's starting to look like a wild goose chase.
Let's keep going, since we've come this far. If we can solve the case, both Mr. Amenoma and Mrs. Nagato will be able to get some closure.
But why is it always...
But where should we go now?
We get on a mission ourselves and always end up having an extra mission on the way to do, dude.
Let's head out of the city and check out the warehouse. There's still a chance we may be able to find some shreds of evidence.
What is this, Detective KAZUHA now? I mean, fuck it, I'm down, but I just want to know about you, dude. I don't give a shit about these two, sadly. That's so fun.
Wait,
What?
I hear something ominous in the wind.
I farted, I'm sorry.
Oh! This must be another one of those sounds that only you can hear. As sketchy as that whole thing seems, you did put it to good use when we were chasing down that vision thief at Beto's tournament, so...
True. I knew we could count on you.
Now I'm picking up a strong scent in addition to the sound.
I farted.
It's right around here somewhere.
I'm so sorry. I tried telling you.
But there's nothing here.
Piper, shut the fuck up.
It's gone now,
Yep.
but I can still sense the direction it left in.
Well, better go chase it.
It felt very much like that ancient presence in Inazuma. The remnants of the Tatarigami.
Tatarigami. That's the one thing I didn't expect to encounter here?
Indeed. But this unexpected spring of inauspicious energy may prove to be of benefit to our investigation. We should remain vigilant and approach slowly.
Okay. Don't be a sneak thing, dude. Okay, well, we're just walking, okay.
So it's an underground warehouse.
Well, better go in.
The force is definitely coming from down below. The source of the Tatarigami energy has long since left this place,
Okay.
but the residue it left behind still hasn't dissipated completely. Judging from the concentration, I would have to conclude that the Tatarigami source resided here for a very long time.
Mrs.
shit.
Nagato said her husband used to hang around the warehouse by himself a lot.
True.
Could well be that he was already under the influence of Tatarigami energy at that time.
Surely someone would have noticed.
From what I've been told, Tatarigami does not turn all upon whom it preys into violent monsters, but most will develop a stubborn streak upon being exposed to the Tatarigami's unfulfilled will.
Well,
Their interests become fanatical obsessions.
like the collecting.
Mr. Nagato had an interest in collecting to begin with.
Yep.
The influence of Tatarigami could explain why he became an obsessive hoarder,
Jesus.
amassing more and more possessions, even as he put himself in grave debt.
That's kind of insane. Sheesh.
So what should we do now? Go down and take a look?
Probably.
Step back.
Huh?
I'll open the door and take a look inside.
That's dangerous. Opening the door and taking a look inside is dangerous. Bro, he literally stopped the blade of the Rising Shogun. Let him do it.
If we don't open this door, we can move no closer to the truth.
Fucking hell.
You needn't worry.
Yeah.
Both of us have faced far greater dangers than this.
Thank you. Someone said it.
Speaking, the risk here is trivial.
Thank you. I was gonna say the same thing, Kazuha. Oh god. Watch him get blown up. What? Does it stink?
What's down there?
Everything's buried in debris.
Ah.
I can't see anything. It looks like the fire caused a cave-in, reducing the entire warehouse to rubble.
Not sure if this is a good or a bad thing.
That was too scary. Paimon was so sure that the warehouse boogeyman was about to jump out at us.
What was this about you being smart, Paimon, earlier that you said?
All we can do now is keep searching in the direction that the Tatarigami energy source left this place. 2 ordinary humans, entangled with the Tatarigami. I fear much misfortune has already befallen them.
We cannot afford to delay any longer.
Yes, let's go. If nothing else, it's vital that we find out where this Tatarigami energy is coming from.
We can talk and
Quiet
move,
your
by the way.
mind
Okay.
And focus on what you sense around you.
Okay.
Perhaps you, too, will perceive its ominous presence in the wind.
Try it, chat. I see it. Oh my god, it worked. Fuck, I've lost it. I fucking found it. Let's fucking go. I love how our fucking vision thing doesn't actually work on it though, but this does. That's pretty cool. Bro, I love this. I gotta get more energy because I wanna try out the big what. Oh no.
From this point, the trail appears to split into 2.
You go that way, I'll go this
The main
way.
source of the Tatarigami energy continued on into the distance, but a small portion remained here and seems to be dissipating slowly.
2 parts. Would that correspond to Mr. Nagato and Amanoma Yuya?
Quite possibly. Let's search the area.
I'm down. Okay, we'll search the...
Look at all those hilly churls. They're acting really strangely.
What fucking...
Something seems to be drawing their attention.
Oh, what
Let's
the
take
fuck?
a closer look.
I didn't even see them, dude. Interesting. God, they're so dead, dude. That's insane.
It's...
Ugh! Look at this red stuff. What is it?
Is it blood?
By the looks of it, a
Oh.
letter written on a piece of torn clothing. The ink is bone dry. It must have been written quite some time ago.
Oh.
Well, let's take a look.
Red dyed fabric. What the fuck?
According to this letter, a conflict arose because Aminoma Yuya wanted to seize a blade belonging to Mr. Nagato. Yuya started the fire that destroyed the warehouse and wounded Mr. Nagato in the fight. Mr. Nagato kept chase as long as he could, eventually stopping here to write this letter when his strength gave out.
Okay. I did just read all of that, but thank you for the second coming of text, I guess.
So, where is he?
He was not only mortally wounded, but also under the heavy influence of Tatarigami. Add to that the fact that its aura seems to have attracted a horde of monsters, and I'm afraid he may no longer be with us.
Oh shit,
Whatever
he actually did
traces there may
die?
have been of his fate beyond after this point, they've since been disturbed by the hilly churls.
Oh.
There's nothing more for us to find here.
Let's ask the Tenryu Commission to do a thorough search later.
Yes. Right now, we need to uncover some more important truths.
That's sad,
If
dude.
Aminoma Yuya is attacking other people indiscriminately, then the longer we take to find him, the more people risk meeting the same tragic end.
Right, so let's get moving.
How did it come to this? It's not in his nature.
I wouldn't be surprised if he, too, fell prey to the influence of the Tatarigami.
Yeah.
For a practitioner of the martial arts, the easiest desire to inflame would be their pursuit of further power and skill.
Oh, fuck.
All the clues that at first seemed disparate and disconnected, it seems that now we know the thread that runs between them. I have a hypothesis that, if it's correct, not only explains the series of events leading to the two men's disappearance, but also zeroes in on the attacker's identity.
Oh?
Wait, you figured it out? So these two cases are connected after all?
Go
I
on.
believe so. But it's something of an outlandish idea. I will only be able to confirm my suspicions once we've met him in person. On with the search. We must stay vigilant.
Okay.
At any point now, we may find ourselves in danger.
It's not like he was hard to fight. We can fuck him up if we need to. I'm just fucking confused, dude. Yeet, yeet. Wait. No, meow. No, no. Ow, what? Pog, I'm so good. Holy shit. I should be a flight person or something.
Seems to have stayed here for a long time.
Why here? Is there anything special about this place?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. But on closer examination, I sense that the aura may have lingered here at several different points in time.
Huh?
Show yourself. It's no use hiding anymore.
Oh, shit. He made it.
Kaedehara Kazuha. It's you, at last.
Aha! So it is the same guy from before.
Yes, Paimon.
What's your problem, huh? What could you possibly have against Kazuha?
Indeed, there should be no enmity between us. If it is Ame no Meyuya that stands before us. But what if instead of facing Ame no Meyuya,
Yep, I knew
we
it.
are in fact facing the blade in his hand?
Possesses him. Cursed blade, dude.
Now that you mention it, it is giving off a strange light.
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that was obviously gonna happen from the beginning, just because they drip marketed the sword and it was called the Cursed Blade, and we saw him holding it. Like, I mean...
Whoa! Surely you don't mean... Are you serious?
Yes, Paimon.
Tatarigami energy often lodges itself within physical objects, then works to subtly affect any living organisms in its vicinity. The blade has resided in Mr. Nagato's warehouse for many years, affecting his state of mind, and more recently using the sale as a means to affect, or rather as a means to occupy, Ame no Meyuya's body.
You're sharper than I thought.
Yep.
You've already deduced the truth of the matter.
Yes, we have. Question marks?
Many, many years ago, I was forged by a famed bladesmith of the Ishin tradition.
Wait.
I was his pride and joy. In me, he placed all his hopes and dreams.
Wait, so now the sword's talking. So now the sword is the one okay.
As a descendant of the Kaedehara clan, you should be able to guess our greatest regret.
I presume it has something to do with the Raiden Gokaden.
Indeed. At that point in time, he failed to live up to the Raiden Shogun's expectations. In the end, all he could do was to flee the nation by sea on a ship bound for Snezhnaya. He was a bladesmith of great renown, a master of his craft. There was nothing that he could not accomplish. All he needed was more time and a little faith.
God damn.
And sure enough, in the end, he achieved what he had set out to do. All of his life's work, his wisdom, his skill, it culminated in his creation of me. He not only bestowed upon me the greatest of strength, but also endowed me with a consciousness of my own.
I was too much in someone else's body to do anything, motherfucker.
The Raiden Shogun lost not only the single most perfect blade in the entire world, but also an irreplaceable achievement in the art of blade forging.
She can pull her own blade out of her cleavage. What are you talking about?
So, swords can become conscious and control people?
Apparently.
The people of the time in which I was born never believed I had that kind of power. They saw me as a mere blade, a sharp and well-crafted one, but in all other respects an ordinary weapon. but that gave me the opportunity to take action.
Huh.
After the death of my creator, I decided to leave Snezhnaya and began my long quest to return to the distant land of Inazuma. Moving from one person to the next, I controlled the minds of countless hosts along the way, each bringing me one step closer to my ancestral home. I seek but one thing: to face the full force of the Raiden Shogun's blade and prove my power, the might of Ishin art.
Oh.
So Amenoma Yuya was not your first victim.
So that'd be very interesting to see if it could actually withstand Raiden Shogun's blade.
Tell me, what happens to those you've possessed when you've finished using them?
Oh, shit.
My hosts? Who cares what happens to them? They are but tools that serve my mission.
Stupid bitch sword.
When they got tired, or injured, or unusable, I hopped to the next one in line. All I needed them for was to take me back to Inazuma.
I fucking hate this sword.
You're awful.
Yeah.
After I
prick.
returned to Inazuma, I decided to bide my time in Nagato's warehouse until Amenoma Yuya handed himself over to me on a silver platter. At long last, I'm approaching my journey's destination. By Amenoma Yuya's body, I have found you. And by your hand, I shall defeat the Raiden Shogun.
I wanna fucking rip the sword in half.
Kaedehara Kazuha, you stood against the Raiden Shogun's Muso no Hitotachi. There can be no other to serve as my host for what is to come.
Actually, I want to snatch the sword out of his hand and hold it underwater to see if it sounds like it's underwater when it speaks while it's underwater, like... You know, that'd be funny.
Now, give your body over to me!
No. Never. Alright, get fucked, dumbass. We're fucking you up.
Dawn, break forth!
Nice. Okay, I didn't crit with my 80 fucking 4% crit rate or whatever it is.
Or I will strike you down too!
Okay, motherfucker, shut up.
Buff's fooling no one. You've lost.
Yeah.
Lost. I can never lose. It is this body that has reached its limit, nothing more.
Don't kill him.
Even if you defeat me here, the one who falls will not be me.
Don't
but
kill
this
him.
Man.
Don't do it, fucker.
He's but a puppet that can be replaced. I can take a new vessel at will.
Then we will smash you into pieces.
The end result is the same. I will end this wretch's life before you can lift a finger. And even if I were to lose my physical form, it is but a small setback. My consciousness shall endure.
Really?
By any means necessary, and any medium available, I shall return and fulfill my destiny!
Okay, dude,
Your
calm
fighting
down.
style. It is indeed the forms of Ishin art. But from your movements, I sense only hatred and arrogance, as well as a thinly veiled mania and despair.
Really?
Sheesh.
You can tell all that just from his moves?
As I've mentioned before, the forms of Ishin art convey the user's thoughts and feelings. Since the blade is currently possessing Amenoma Yuya's body, its movements express the innermost thoughts of the blade. If you ask me, the mania is probably due to your desperate, single-minded ambition.
Jesus!
You believe I am your only hope.
Holy fuck, hey, about the ambition.
Trying to claim that I am helpless without you?
Literally, yes. You know
On
that.
his deathbed, he passed to me all of Ishin art's secrets. The little that you know barely scratches the surface. In that regard, why would I ever need your help?
You're the motherfucker that just said he wants his fucking body because it's the only one that can take out the Raiden Shogun, you dumb fuck.
Because all of that is in the past.
Huh?
I've been wondering why you've not caused more trouble in all the years that you've been in Inazuma. If you are indeed a cursed blade that can possess its owner. Now that I've seen inside your mind,
What?
everything finally makes sense.
Oh.
You weren't biding your time. You were trapped. After all the time that's passed, you have grown weak. To the point that you are now unable to acquire a new host without making physical contact.
Wow.
Oh, that's right. Paimon remembers now. Mr. Nagato had a habit of never touching his collectibles.
Only when Mr. Nagato witnessed his wife's distress and decided to sell his collectibles did you finally have an opportunity to reach out to Aminome Yuya and make your escape.
And what of it?
Damn.
Well, that brings me to my second point. There's a despair in you that is so strong it threatens to overwhelm you. You were determined to fulfill your maker's ambition, whatever the cost. But this ambition is too grand and too heavy for you to bear. Each step you have taken has come at a great cost. I think you realized your limitations long ago. The more you clenched your teeth and pressed forward, the greater your fear of losing everything you had achieved grew, and the more you wished to run from the truth. But the way I see it, what began as an ambition has long since become a delusional fantasy.
True.
What would you know about any of this? I'm just one step away from achieving my goal.
Touch me then.
You returned to Inazuma to prove the unparalleled brilliance of Ishin art. But to make this arduous journey, you committed countless atrocities and showed a blatant disregard for human life. Even if you were to sever that divine light, is this truly the outcome that your maker would have desired?
Nope.
You...
Sure, you inherited the secrets of Ishin art. But even as you made your journey to honor this legacy, you treated the ones who wielded you as mere tools to do your bidding. How could you possibly unleash the full potential of Ishin art when you act in perfect discordance with the principle of harmony between a blade and its bearer?
Jesus,
Silence,
Kazuha.
you blabbering fool. I must achieve my goal.
What?
This was his life's dream, and the very purpose for which I was brought into being. I will concede that you are most perceptive. You see my predicament clearly. But you also underestimate my resolve.
And you should face reality.
Damn,
Easy
okay,
for you to
dude.
say. Facing reality offers me nothing. I have no need of anything that would stand in my way. Not hesitation. Not self-reflection. And certainly not your so-called reality.
Yeah?
It is pointless to argue further, descendant of the Kaedahara clan. If you wish to save this man, then offer me your body in exchange.
I'd be like, yo, give it to Paimon. I want to see what it do.
How stubbornly you stick to your wayward path.
Shit, dude.
I do not believe for a second that you can challenge the almighty Shogun in your current state. So let us make a bet, and I will put your strength to the test.
Oh?
What? Surely you're not planning to agree to his demands.
Probably.
Very well. Then find yourself some enemies with whom you wish to cross blades. A taste of my power will more than convince you. Once we have dealt with them, we shall proceed to Tenshukaku.
And as for your end of the bargain, if you lose, you must release Aminome Yuya from your control.
Uh-huh.
I accept.
Okay.
Don't do
Damn,
this,
he's got a
Kazuha!
deep-ass voice. It's a risky strategy. You're dealing with a cursed blade that can possess people.
This is the only way to save Aminome Yuya. If we don't do this, he'll forever be the Blade's puppet.
But we've seen you with purple eyes. I'm
The cursed
worried.
Blade's strength is currently very weak, and I sense he's hesitating. This suggests his heart is still not completely devoid of honor. The power of the Tatarigami lies in intensifying existing obsessions. This is the reason Mr. Nagato and Aminome Yuya fell prey to it. Since I don't have any similar kinds of obsessions, I should be able to put up some resistance for a while.
But even so...
Even if things take a turn for the worse, I still have you both here with me.
True.
We have a chance here to save an innocent victim. I am willing to accept the risks entailed.
Alright, fine. It's not like I can stop you anyway.
Your disdain for me betrays your woeful ignorance. I agreed to this bet because there are things I wish to learn too.
You're a possessed sword, dude.
Now, take me in your hand.
Huh? What the fuck? Okay, so now it's just floating in the air. What would happen if no one fucking took it, huh? It just dies? Possesses the sand? A crab? I don't fucking know, dude.
Kazuha?
You good?
I'm okay.
Yeah, you sure?
I felt a little dizzy at first, but only for a moment.
Positive?
It's all right. So far, this was as I expected.
If something feels off, let me know immediately. I'll get you an ibuprofen.
I will. Thank you.
You're welcome. Mwah.
What should we do next? Have you got a plan, Kazuha?
We find some enemies. Although this blade has endured much turmoil, it probably hasn't experienced many real fights. If a blade built for Ishin art cannot enter a state of harmony between blade and bearer, it cannot unleash its true power. If he wants to avoid reality, then we need to fight until he has no choice but to face it. He shouldn't last long in an intense combat situation.
Okay.
Paimon remembers hearing about something from the Adventurers Guild.
What?
Since the Takasukasa clan abandoned that secret base, it's been held by Ronin ever since.
When the fuck did we learn about that? That should fit the bill.
All right.
Huh?
Please lead the way.
What about Amano Mayuya? What should we do with him?
I'll be
The
fine.
blade says he'll let Aminoma Yuya trail us silently. Although he hasn't regained his own consciousness yet, he is not in any immediate danger.
Are we sure this is a good idea? It's a pretty treacherous journey.
Probably not, but
Okay, fine. Just be careful.
they've already teased the Traveler in 3.0. We can't die. I have a feeling Kazuha's gonna be fine at the end of this, because I feel like he has so much unfinished shit to do. What the fuck? What is this? I just have you? Fuck's sake. Why the fuck did it let me select everybody if I've just got you, Kazuha? Fuck. So we have the sword, prized Ishin blade, artifact, of course, yeah. 220 EM. Oh. You're gonna give him C3 for this? Why not give him a decent build then? If it's cutting our fucking damage down anyway. Oh god. Oh, nice.
How are you feeling? You okay?
I'm all right.
Okay.
The blade is performing largely as I expected. Having gone so long without proper use and maintenance, it's become very difficult to use. Though he's making every effort to persevere, I do not think he can last much longer.
Something else on your mind?
How strange. Rather than trying to control me, he is instead trying to match my fighting rhythm. Let's keep going.
Fuck's sake. Pew, 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 pew. Boom. Check the sword stats after this fight. Wait, I just didn't I?
Something's up with the blade.
Oh, is it going different? It's grown dimmer.
I can sense that his strength is slowly fading away. The blade is becoming more and more difficult for me to wield.
Small theory, I think that's because his power is going into Kazuha, and the whole plan is for the blade. He doesn't want Kazuha to wield the blade wants to wield Kazuha, right?
He cannot hold out much longer. If he keeps persisting, he will likely break apart at any moment.
I think this is exactly what the blade wants.
What would that do to Amano Mayuya?
I will be careful with it. He also says he does not have any plans to give up easily. He's still trying to achieve his goal.
Shit. Oh, fuck's sake, dude. I don't fucking like this. It feels weird. It feels fucking weird. I have to try. We lost nothing for trying, chat. Oh, fuck me, dude. Here we fucking go. Wind, hear me. Wait, that's Jean. Into the wind. There we go.
Are you okay? It looked like you were really struggling the entire fight.
Shut up,
Yes.
Paimon. I was doing good.
And it looks like he's reached his limit.
The shine's grown a bit dimmer again. It doesn't look anywhere near as impressive as it did at the start.
Perhaps this time, we'll finally have a chance to see his true form.
True form? What are you talking about? Huh?
Uh-oh. Purple eyes.
Is this the same blade as before? It looks like a piece of junk.
The wear and tear is severe. It really looks like it's about to break.
If you choose to continue in the state you're in, You wouldn't even be able to beat Samurai and Kairagi, much less the almighty Shogun.
Interesting.
Maybe you did truly wield power to rival the Shogun's light when first forged. But the long journey from Snezhnaya back to Inazuma has left you battered and broken.
What the fuck?
It barely needs stating anymore. Your ambition is a flight of fancy.
Will he listen to you, though the truth is right there in front of him?
I finally figured out why it was that you agreed to my bet.
Because he wants to possess
You
you?
wanted to reach a state of harmony with me. For perhaps then you would still be able to wield commendable power.
Yep.
But regrettably, we are nothing alike. I will never understand your obstinacy and cruelty, nor can I empathize with the one who made you.
Damn.
The only one who truly understood you had already passed away by the time you were born.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean?
Here they are! Take them down!
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Where do they keep coming from?
You shouldn't fight with this blade anymore.
Yep. We can help this time.
Don't worry. I'll use my own blade.
Oh?
It's just more of the same.
The Freedom Sword? What the fuck is that? It's a fucking 3-star. It's his law blade? Sheesh. I guess. Fight with me then? Don't say you're gonna fight with me and then piss off. What the fuck?
One with nature.
I've been fucking scammed. What the fuck is going on, dude? I can do this shit alone. I don't need those motherfuckers. The Traveler?
Time to go.
Who needs them, dude? Who needs them? Not me. What? Bye, motherfuckers. Peace.
You fought way better with your own sword.
Yeah, the fillet blade. Pew, pew, pew.
You are a true Kaedehara in flesh and in spirit. Though we fought briefly together, you have seen me for who I really am.
Mm-hmm.
No one knew anything of my story throughout my travels, nor did I tell it to anyone. You are the first person to know the truth. I thought that if I could achieve Ishin harmony with you, perhaps there would still be a ray of hope for me.
Get fucked.
But in this too, you have failed.
Yeah, dumbass.
Indeed. No matter how hard I tried, I could not attain that perfect harmony that your personal blade does with you.
You tried it all the wrong ways.
Too much time has passed. My physical state is poor, and without proper maintenance, I can only disguise my true appearance behind an outer sheen. Yours is the blade that took on the Muso no Hitotachi. And what a magnificent blade it is. Perhaps I shall never reach that level of glory.
I really don't want to feel bad for him.
Actually, this is just a generic blade that I picked up during my travels in Rio.
Okay, you just fucking destroyed him, dude. He's already dead. Stop.
What?
Forging and maintenance are both important for a blade, but they are not everything.
Sheesh.
This blade has traveled the land with me for many years.
What the fuck?
And we have formed a close bond during that time. Plus, in the moment that I most needed it, I received aid from another power. Skill, blade, determination, and desire. All these must be aligned in the practice of Ishin art. There is something else I must tell you. Though your maker may not have been aware, your ability to possess your own consciousness derived from the power of the Tatarigami. Tatarigami is a malevolence from the ancient past. It is the source of your mania and savagery. Though you tried to cooperate with me while I was wielding you, the part of you driven by Tatarigami was constantly trying to seize control of my body.
What the fuck?
I sensed it, but I couldn't change it. It is an integral part of my consciousness.
Skill issue.
I resisted its temptations
Agreed.
because I wanted to save Amenoma Yuya. But I do not know whether you yourself have any intention of trying to fight it. I feel a great sense of regret for you.
Oh.
Since you embarked on a journey bound for a destination you were destined never to reach.
Jesus Christ.
The moment you embarked on this journey, you lost the only person who could have ever unleashed your true potential. And yet there was no way for you to turn your back on his ambition.
That's so fucking
You have
sad,
known this
dude.
for a long time. It is the true source of your despair.
He gave me everything.
Wow.
My life, my form, my consciousness, and purpose. How could I possibly deny him his wish? I said to him, "Do not worry. From here on, I shall forge your legacy." How could I go back on my word?
Aww.
It's a sword, Paimon.
I believe our bet is now settled. I have nothing further to say.
It's fine.
Where are you going, Kazuha?
Hello? Don't just leave. Hey!
He now has neither the ability nor the motivation to cause further harm. Let's give him some time to reflect on things.
I have just dismantled this thing emotionally. Let's give it some time to think. What the fuck, dude? Kazuha, sheesh. I mean, sheesh. Sheesh. Kazuha's fucking... What's the word? Savage.
When I touched the hilt for the first time, it's as if I was transported to a strange dimension. It was somewhere I've never been.
Sumeru.
A bladesmith lay quietly on the bed.
Oh.
His frail face
Snezhnaya?
barely visible under the moonlight. His breaths were weak, and his life near its end.
Would that be Snezhnaya? Because they said that the forgers all went to Snezhnaya?
A newly forged blade lay by his side, listening attentively to his final words.
Wow. That was the Blade's memory, wasn't it?
Indeed. While in exile in Snezhnaya,
Wow.
the bladesmith eventually learned the truth behind everything that had happened. The Ishin art had been dealt a devastating blow by the desertion of its best smiths.
Damn.
He spent the rest of his life in the forge, not to vent his frustration and hatred, but to atone for his actions.
I thought it said vent his frustration, like Venti, you know, the Archon.
He felt intense
So
regret at
confused.
being tricked by the Fatui, but he could never again return to his homeland. His sole wish was to one day return his single, proudest creation back to the land of his birth.
Wow.
So he instructed this sentient blade to find a way back to Inazuma, no matter how long or how hard the journey.
Damn, dude.
But he never wished to rival the gods. All he wanted to show was that they once shone brilliantly as blade and smith. That they were still worthy of being trusted.
Shit.
So that's the true story.
That's sad.
After that, the blacksmith's intentions were worked by the Tatarigami, slowly turning his proud creation into the cursed blade of today.
That's pretty sad,
Right.
dude.
I believe the bladesmith might never have known that the power he worked with was that of the Tatarigami. The hatred within that power is what sent the blade down its ill-fated path.
Maybe he did
This
know.
blade has committed unforgivable atrocities, but only because it lost its original master. No one was there to correct its errors when it was losing its way.
Shame it's too late now.
Or is it?
Yes,
Oh.
it is too late.
Okay, fuck.
Time
Well,
would not wait or stop because of his determination. While the world moved on, his ambition remained stubbornly stuck at that fleeting moment at the dawn of his journey.
They showed him reforging it. They fucking forged it. I don't surely it's not too late.
He seems
Apparently
to
it
have
is.
calmed down, though.
Okay.
Let's go and check in.
Sword, this is a Wendy's. Wendy's nuts.
When I look back at the past, I can remember the day of my forging like it was just yesterday.
It's like
I
birth.
once told him that I would pay any price to fulfill his wishes. Such was the debt I owed to him for giving me the gift of consciousness.
Jesus.
But darkness and slaughter numbed the mind. Over time, I lost sight of the difference between gratitude and grudge.
God damn, dude.
Not only did I fail to fulfill his ambition, I also defiled it.
You are finally seeing reality clearly.
Since we agreed to the terms of the bet, I will honor the agreement and release Amenoma Yuya.
Damn.
But I still cannot bring myself to forsake his ambition. It is the entire purpose for my existence. So, may I ask you to help me fulfill the ambitions of myself and my creator?
Hey! Now you're adding yours into the mix, too? Jeez, don't push your luck, mister.
It has to be done in this order. At
Oh,
least
God.
hear what I have to say.
Okay.
And if you don't agree, I will still release Ame no Mayuya as promised.
We'll release him
My
now.
physical form, as well as the knowledge I possess, should still be of some value to you.
Yeah, but the sword is literally
Attitude
broken, dude.
has grown a lot milder.
Fuck's sake.
What do you think, Kazuha? Should we give him a chance?
Let's hear it.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you all. When I was first forged, my maker was already terminally ill.
Oh, what the fuck?
He told me that he had wanted me to have the grandest opening battle.
Jesus.
Alas, after that, he never rose from his sickbed again. Nor have I ever had the chance to prove myself in battle since.
That's pretty
My
sad,
fights
dude.
were devoid of any noble meaning. They were merely the next step in my never-ending journey. The next in a long line of transgressions. You are a fine warrior. I would like to request your hand in battle and experience a true duel between samurai.
Oh? And who would be the opponent?
I will release Ame no Mayuya and restore his consciousness. Perhaps after that, you can convince him to commit to a fight with you. You must have plenty of reasons to both hate me and desire a good fight.
I want the Traveler to
Understood.
fight Kazuha.
Then let's start by waking him up and seeing if he has the stamina and will to fight.
That's what I want. I'm gonna be your final against consciousness, Pog.
I see. He used my body to inflict harm on others. I utterly despise him and his actions. But since he stayed true to your agreement by releasing me, he must still have some remaining semblance of honor. If a duel can help to set this state of affairs in order, I am willing to put myself forward. I do not wish to be a mere victim in this story.
Well, we'll see.
There's no need to worry. We'll vouch for your innocence to the Tenryu Commission.
Yeah.
Thanks for your help. Who knows how this would have ended without your intervention?
Death.
All right, then let's move on.
Okay.
More Ronin could appear at any moment. We can't stay here. In any case, for a final duel, I think we should aim for a greater sense of ceremony.
Interesting. Hey, big chest, Pog, dude. And a dull blade, Aetal cannon. Yes,
This reminds Paimon a bit of the Crux Clash.
that was much more relaxed occasion.
Yep, we still can't let our guard down. Even now, Paimon has a sneaking suspicion that blade hasn't told us everything.
Same.
Still, even if he's way past the point of redemption, it's hard not to feel a teensy bit sorry for him. Are you ready?
Yeah, go.
Ready? Okay. All right then. Successor of Ishin art,
What the fuck?
Kaidahara Kazuha.
Oh yeah, this is the
Successor
cutscene.
of Amenoma art, Ame no Mayuya.
Honored to cross blades with you.
It is my honor also.
Now fuck each other up, go! Oh, I thought it was gonna be a cool cutscene. Okay, hit me, I'll let you have one. Let you have one hit, just one. Just one hit. Hit me once! Okay, there you go. Oh, 3, 4? Oh, you're getting a couple of combos going on? Holy shit.
One with the wind knows me.
Dilute? What the fuck?
Thank you for the experience.
What the
Though he
hell?
appears battered and broken. In your hands, it seems he's regained a glimmer of brilliance.
Hell yeah.
His sense of savage cruelty has completely faded away. But that same sense of determination remains strong.
You also fought well. I'm sure he relished the experience.
I am sure too.
There are a few things that I shall leave him to tell you himself.
Okay, sounds good.
I must apologize to you for all that has transpired.
You need not seek my forgiveness. Nor do I have the right to forgive you on your victim's behalf. It is too late for all of that.
I do not wish for forgiveness. I only hope that you will see my transgressions as mine alone and not let them stain the legacy of Ishin art.
God damn, dude.
I strayed far from the straight and narrow path, but the Ishin art still has a worthy successor in Kaedehara Kazuha.
Mm-hmm.
I beseech you, please understand this.
Yes. I too trust Mr. Kaedehara to do the right thing.
Thank you, successor of Amenoma art.
Jesus.
This blade has also told me that he has another wish. He would like to visit the Amenoma smithy. Maybe we can go back there together.
Yeah, he wants to be rebuilt, dude. That's probably fucking why. To be reforged.
I'm not sure, but I think that all this is about to come to an end.
Probably. Interesting. Okay, we'll head back over.
It's Yuya! You have returned!
I am sorry to have troubled you. It's all thanks to them that I was able to return safely.
True. Oh, you tell Amenoma Togo about the various things that happened.
A
Jesus.
prized Ishin blade, turned weapon that controls the human mind. Considering their forging philosophy, this was indeed within the realm of possibility. This is a great pity. But I have some good news as well. Ryuji, from the Bonton Sango Detective Agency, tells me that they've found the missing Mr. Nagato.
Yes.
Really? Is he okay?
He's alive.
Yes. Badly wounded, but he will live.
No other canon
And now that
death.
Yuya is back, it seems like the final ending to this story is a happy one after all.
Nobody ever fucking dies anymore, dude. Oh, thank God. I mean, sure, but you know, first Zhao, now this. Everybody always lives. It's a great thing, though. Everybody should live, obviously, right?
I think I know what you want to do.
What's wrong, Kazuha? Is the blade whispering in your ear again?
Yes. He said he wants to take control of me for a brief moment.
What? No way! Hasn't it learned its lesson?
He tells me that he's thought of another way to fulfill his maker's wish. And he assures me that he won't use my body for anything nefarious.
Dude, I would just be like, yeah, my final wish, I want to use your body. And then I'd just strip off and go streaking up and down the streets of Inazuma, dude. And then be like, okay, I'm done. I'm done. I promise that was it. That was everything.
I have decided to let him do it.
I'm kidding.
Guess there's nothing we can say to change your mind, huh?
I trust your judgment.
Thank you. I will explain my reasons later.
Okay.
Okay. I am ready. Let us begin. Please, stay true to your promise.
You were way too trusting. Way too fucking trusting, dude.
My power is almost spent. Without him, my eventual demise is inevitable. But if I abandon the future to give everything I have in this moment, my physical form can be forged anew.
Everything? You mean...
Yes. The cost is my entire consciousness. You were right. There's nothing that I can accomplish now. But there's still a chance for Ishin art. Once remade, I will be a valuable resource for your studies.
Damn.
Ishin lives on, and its finest hour is yet to come. Even if I am not the one to prove its might to the Shogun, as long as it is an Ishin blade, crafted by Kaedehara hands.
Wow.
It will still fulfill his final wish.
The anime lines, dude.
Son of the Kaedehara clan. Over the years, my real name has been forgotten by all. I'm ashamed to utter it, yet it remains strong in my mind. Kagotsurube Ishin. This name is now yours.
Jesus. That is fucking beautiful.
Rest in peace.
God, it is so fucking beautiful. Too bad it's apparently dog shit for Kazuha. It looks so good, though.
So, that's why he said it had to be done in that order.
Mm-hmm.
His consciousness will disappear forever after fulfilling the bladesmith's wish.
Kagotsurube Ishin. It was the first time I ever heard his name.
Wow.
It seems like deep down he disapproved of his own actions, and thus chose to bury this name deep within his heart. Only in the final moments, before his consciousness faded, was he willing to entrust it to another.
Seems like he really, really wanted to fulfill his maker's wish.
The same fervent ambition that gave him the motivation to keep going forward also fueled the stubborn determination that blinded him to the path ahead.
Oh man.
Speaking for myself, I'd rather see him recognize and atone for his mistakes than see him punished for them.
I'm sad for a fucking sword. Too dangerous if you ask me. The remnants of defeated gods are nothing to scoff at, true.
I understand. Perhaps this is a flaw in my personality. I've always been captivated by grand aspirations. Hearing his wish to rival the divine light touched something inside of me.
Huh?
Just as the sight of those who fought to repeal the Vision Hunt decree did. Your quest to face the gods and trace your sibling inspires me in the same way. After everything I've seen, perhaps these pursuits fascinate me a little more than they should.
Oh, Kazuha.
Oh man.
I will continue to support you from this point on. Know that you will have my assistance whenever you need it.
Thank you. I'll hold you to your word.
Wait, shouldn't we also go update Kujo Kamaji?
Who? Oh.
You're right.
Yeah, true.
We need to tell him about the findings of our investigation.
Forgot about that.
And it's also time to give him a response to the offer he made me.
Oh shit. Good point. I actually completely forgot about the entire reason for this whole mission, dude. Fuck it, let's go. I just realized we can't tease you with just use KAZUHA anymore. Oh my god. Yes! Just use KAZUHA. Okay. I will. Fuck it, I will. Yes!
You've returned. I hear that the issue has been resolved. Though this was a treacherous investigation indeed, we're most fortunate that no lives were lost.
Just use Venti. The funny thing is, I don't really care about Venti though, so that doesn't matter. Because, like, I mean, I care about it from a story perspective, but from gameplay, not really. Not so much.
The Tenryou Commission has already attended to the danger at the warehouse. The investigation into Amanoma Yuya should conclude soon. I do not believe he will be charged with any crime.
Wow, you sure kept your ear to the ground.
You did.
Then we needn't recount all the details again. Now, as to your earlier offer, I wish to give you my answer. Please, take a look at this blade.
What's this?
Kagotsurube Ishin.
Jesus, okay.
A weapon crafted using a long-lost blade forging art of the Kaidahara clan.
Fucking hell, that was so
By means
edgy.
of a series of fortuitous events, I was able to recover and restore him. I also promised him that I will continue to study and pass on the secrets of Ishin art. And so, it looks like I will likely continue with my journey across the nations, learning more about this blade as I go.
I agree, that's a good idea.
I see. I understand.
The Kaidahara clan has always been a family of bladesmiths, so it is only proper for me to continue on this path. Were I to accept your goodwill, I may find myself embroiled in conflicts between the shogunate and Sangonomiya. That would not suit me.
You misunderstand. That was most certainly not our intent.
I am aware, but I still desire to continue walking my own path.
I knew he would.
Very well.
Dude.
I can understand. Then let's pretend this offer was never raised.
I reckon he's going to be the one that leads us into Inazuma, and I know there's some people out there that are like, that's so ridiculous. KAZUHA'S already had way too much screen time. Fucking bullshit, dude. He's only just got his fucking first ever story quest. Fuck off. No shot. I think he's fine to lead us into Sumeru. You know what I meant.
However, if you should ever change your mind or find yourself in need of the Shogunate's assistance, please do not hesitate to inform me.
Great. Thank you for your generosity.
Where will you travel to next, Kazuha?
I'll probably take to the seas with Captain Beidou again for now. As for my next destination, let's see where the wind takes me.
Damn. Damn, what an end, dude. Oh, that was nice. That was a nice little fucking ending. Hey, we got the sword. Let me have a look at that real quick. It's interesting, but I mean, attack percent is not going to be that good on him, chat. Like, if for me, I'm just going to use Haran if I'm going to build him damage. I'm just going to use the Haran if I'm going to build him damage. I'll probably level it just so I can see what it looks like and stuff. But in terms of what I'm going to use, I probably won't be using it, honestly. I probably wouldn't be using it. I think I kind of agree with people. I'm going to be honest. Okay. Going on the fact that it's KAZUHA'S story quest, I think I would have liked this quest to be more centered around Kazuha. It's the first time we got, like, KAZUHA stuff. I felt like we learned more about him in the final part of Iridori Festival instead of that quest. It felt too set-up-y. I'm going to have to agree with Howie and maybe a couple of other people. I'd probably say a 6 or 7 total because I wanted it to tell us more about Kazuha. The ending was sick, but I don't know. It's just kind of average. It was good enough. It was definitely good enough. I'll give it a 7. Yeah. But is it up there with one of my favorite story quests? No. And if I said yes, it'd be just because it's KAZUHA. So no, it's definitely not. Which is kind of a shame, to be honest. It's kind of a shame. It was still very good. It was still good. It was still good. I don't think there's any bad quests in Genshin, honestly. I think they all do different things really well.